Hi, we're going to run the interactive percolation visualizer. This is the standard draw window that you get. I've got a 10 by 10 grid, and when I click on spaces in the grid, they become open. So I'll click here and we can see that that's 2, 4. I've opened 2 sites and the system does not percolate. So we get little messages there. I can continue to open. I've opened 2 sites. If I click again, I haven't opened any more sites because I clicked inside the same square. So I can continue to click, opening sites almost at random here. When I click a site at the top, water will flow in the percolation system, and we can see that the square becomes blue. At this point, that water is not flowing anywhere, but as soon as I click this square, the water will flow down here. That's assuming that you've written the percolation simulator correctly. I'm going to continue to open some sites. I'll open some sites at the bottom. The system still does not percolate. There's no path from the top to the bottom. And I'll continue to do this. If I click on this site, the water should flow all the way to the bottom and the system will percolate. We can see the system does percolate. And what we can continue to open sites at random. They'll continue to work. And that's the first part of the simulation. This is using the recursive version, the depth first search version that we call in the write-up. If I switch the simulator to use a union find, I'll be able to illustrate what's the so-called backwash problem. I'm going to do that by coming into my program. We won't be able to see it really. I'm going to switch my percolation DFS to my percolation UF. Then I'm going to run it again. So I'm going to run my program again with a different simulator. I'm going to bring that over here, so that now becomes the one that we're showing. This runs the same way. I open the site at the top. I'm going to do this quickly so we can see how it works. Now, the system does not percolate, but when I open this, the system does percolate. The so-called backwash problem is illustrated when the water flows down the bottom and then back up. We don't ask you to fix that at all, so it's nothing to worry about. It's actually a little tricky to do, and that's the percolation system.